Hey friends, I have been using these Banneton bowls like everybody else forever. And I really wanted to try out these silicone ones because I do a lot of inclusions. And if you don't know, inclusions end up getting these very, very dirty and very, very messy. And they tend to like stick in and stay in them. Like I did a peppermint loaf once and it took forever to get that peppermint smell out. And I didn't want all of my sourdough to smell like peppermint forever. But these are awesome because you can just wash these out. You can stick them in the dishwasher. You can do all these things with these that you wouldn't do with these. So I just wanted to show you how to compare them. And I wanted to show you how well they work and just everything you need to know about them. So number one, you can see this bowl, your standard Banneton, does not flex at all. And you can hold it and it doesn't move. That is not the case with this one. It definitely has flex and it has give. So it does not hold, its shape. It'll move around, but you can see it's not really doing anything to the dough necessarily. You can hold it from the bottom, and it also has these two handles on the side. So it does come in a 2-pack, and I'm going to talk about the oval one also. But for right now, I just wanted to compare the two of these. One of the reasons I really like this is if you make a lot of sourdough, so not just for inclusions, but if you make a lot of sourdough, I just feel like I have 3 of these right now, and I always need just one more. So I just always need extra. So that's what's awesome. So I'm going to dump these out. We're going to get them in the oven, and I want to show you how they compare coming out, and then I will show you how they compare going in. So come over on this side of the kitchen. All right, so my oven is heated up. My Dutch ovens are heated up. I'm not going to do any fancy scoring or anything on this. I just wanted to show off how they compare and come out of the baskets. So we've got them side by side here. This is the regular bowl. And it just comes right out. We are going to leave that one there, and then we'll do this one. So with the flex, we'll see how you can see how this comes out. All right, there we go. So it does have that nice design on it. So we'll go ahead and score these. We'll do the same score so we can compare them side by side. All right, and this one. All right, and now we'll get these in the oven. Okay, so now this is the other one. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out is the size. So you can see this is quite a bit larger. Now, does that really matter when it comes to a proofing basket? Not really, because your bread and your dough is gonna rise however much it's gonna rise. This does give it a little bit more space to rise. So if you have a tendency for your bread to like proof extra large, this is actually really a great option because you have more space for it to grow. So size doesn't really matter, and because it has flex, it's easy to store wherever you need. Okay? And it's the same with this. You can see these standard baskets actually fit right inside of this. This one is a little bit closer, but the fact that it can fit inside of it does show that it is a little bit bigger. This one fits right inside of it. So a little bit bigger, but again, really that just gives you extra space to proof the bread. Now we are gonna get our dough out. So you can see I've got my dough. It is nice and ready. It's nice, it's got a good jiggle, and it's ready to go. It's got some air pockets in it. And I'm just gonna show. So the other nice thing is not only can you let your bread proof more, but you can do an extra large loaf. So I have a big family, so I feel like I like an extra large loaf. Like instead of the standard 350, I actually like to do a loaf that's got about 600 grams of flour in it. So yeah, that is almost about double. But I've got a lot of kids and a lot of family. So these loaves are your standard size loaves, which is what I would normally put. This one has been rising. I actually wanted to show these off so I wanted to show you that these will actually both fit into this cavity. So we are actually going to combine these and end up putting it in here. But of course we want to let these rest for just a second, and then we will get them in. You can see how well that is going to fit just like that. So that is going to be a nice whopper right there. Okay, we'll let this ferment overnight, and then we will cook this one as well.
And here is the final loaf. It has come out of the oven. It has rested and cooled off a little bit. You can see as I'm cutting through it, look at that proofing. Look at that gorgeous sourdough with all of the holes in it. Now, is there a difference between silicone proofing baskets and your traditional Bannetons? Not really. The one thing is you might not flour them because you think that they're silicone and they don't need to be floured. Definitely still add a little bit of flour and you are not going to notice a difference. You can make much bigger loaves. They have a little bit more flex when it comes to storing them in the fridge, but they're absolutely wonderful, and you can see they produce a great loaf of bread.